And we're going to do something called the Greenburn Rounds today, which is going to be 4 fells. For the first time, top of Steel Fell. Oh, she's dancing there now as well. God help us if I start dancing. What's that song? Into the Valley. I wish I knew more words to that. Thanks very much for a really good day. Cheers. Cheers. So Chris is feeling the cold, but it is a bit of a nip in the air, like, isn't it?
Oh,
like,
yeah, chilly, mate.
Yeah.
Famous Blot Outdoor Show Wasky review.
Can't beat it. Absolutely gorgeous. The scenery, as well as Mrs. METALMAN. And there's me friends waiting of us. Right in the path as well. Lovely. That's it, mate. Keep moving, keep moving. Whew. So I must admit I was bricking it a bit there. Still no sign of that sun. I'll tell you something, I'll be better off consulting a fortune teller, I think. And funny enough, just before Christmas, I did. There was a fortune teller. She was open. Foolishly, I went into it. So £10 to have your palm read. So I walked in, sat down. This woman come out, all dressed in black, sat down, took me palm. Her face went white. I thought, oh my God, what's she saying? I'll tell you something now. Your hard days are over. I'll tell you something, when you get to my age and you hear that, that's one hell of a shock. Kind of beat a Jimmy Tarbuck joke. Anyway, enough of this rubbish, let's get ploughing on. No kids, no canines. Just pussy and pints. I like the sound of that. I think what it means is it's a place you can take your cat. How's that buzzing around me nuts? So the Lord said all to myself. When I was coming down, there was a couple of people actually sat in it, but they soon moved when they seen me coming. Having said that, they mostly thought, poor old sod, we better move, let him have a seat before he bloody falls over. That's the way I'm going to walk down. I say walk. I actually might swoop down. I don't know why I did that. Apparently you could walk further on down there to a place called Tosson Hill. We're not going to do that. Maybe just as well. I don't know where they got the name from, Tosson Hill, but I don't think I want to know. But either way, we're not going there. So after the bluebells, we've now got the wild garlic. Bang goes another 10 subscribers. But you can see these bluebells all over the side of the fells, and they look absolutely sensational. So first fell, Ranadale Knots. So the summit of Ranadale Knots for the first time, which reminded me of me and Mrs. METALMAN. The walk went for about a quarter of a mile on a slant, so she was a bit concerned about it. So I said, look, just do what I do, take very small steps, very slow steps, and if you do that, it's impossible to slip and fall. 2 minutes later, I slipped and fell, which put that theory right out the window. Mind you, I saw a lad this morning, he said, I've seen a couple of your videos, I saw it, great. He says, I only watched a couple, I wasn't that keen. Thanks very much, I admire your honesty. Yeah, hard go on this. Not the easiest path to follow, like, is it?
No, it's not.
So the path's come to a stop. Right.
I think we're going to have to get up here.
I did mention that I had an invite to meet up over the lakes with a couple of YouTube legends, a couple of YouTube superstars. Can I just clarify one thing? These two aren't them. It's somebody else. I did promise that I was going to do a YouTube collaboration. I was going to have a meet up with a couple of YouTube superstars. Both of them are very, very quiet and very, very shy. But I can say there now, they don't get much bigger than Sam and Sue from Backpacks and Bruises. Singing, dancing, it's all happening here.
The party's at, people.
If you've ever watched Sam and Sue's videos, you'll be pleased to know they're exactly the same in real life as they are on the videos.
Just as irritating.
A bit ruder, but apart from that, like... First time, summit of Pillar, 298 metres, just under 3,000 feet. Tough climb up, but views sensational. Absolutely loving them. Summer in the UK, cold, wet, miserable, and the threat of torrential rain at any second. Like a mountain gazelle. Oop. I was just about to say, like a mountain gazelle going down there. Yes, I've been past again. Honestly, when I go on a walk, I never ever pass anybody. I must be honest. I did go past one family. Mum, Dad, looked like two kids. A lad about 7 and a little girl looked about 4. I went past them. As I went past under my breath, I went, have it. 2 weeks ago I met up with Ashley Arnold and Eddie Caseley, and we did their Pillar from Ennerdale. That was some walk, I'll tell you. 13.25 miles we did. We're walking for over 10.5 hours. I was up at 4:30 in the morning and I didn't get back until 9:30 at night. Poor Mrs. Metalman thought I'd left her. For the first time, top of Cat's Eye Cam, and I got the summit all to myself. Everybody else is heading over there, up there, and around and down there. Good luck to them. But I've got this whole summit to myself. Oh yes. So that's where we started from, down at Glenrin, just next to Ullswater. Me and Harry Metalman's been studying here about 10 minutes. The early pace setters, which was Mrs. Metalman and me 2 granddaughters, are flagging a bit there now. Told them to take the time. I did a daft thing last night actually. I foolishly last night went over for a couple of drinks and I felt a little bit lightheaded, but I mean fair enough, I had had a few. When I walked out, the police woman come walking up to us. I thought, oh my God, now what have I done? She walked up to us and says, do you realise you're staggering? I thought, thanks very much. I said, you're not so bad yourself. I've been listening to Tony Blackburn again, Coming Over the Moors. Even though it's still pretty early, it's still getting really warm. And I tell you something, 5 minutes ago it got so warm, I very nearly went topless, which may still happen yet. Whew, I'm roasting. Monday it was Mrs. Metalman's birthday. One of the things she got was a big box of chocolates. She found they didn't agree with her. Some very greedy person that will remain nameless sat and wolfed the whole box down. So whoever that nameless person is, I just hope today they don't get the same problem that Mrs. Metalman had yesterday, because the facilities out here are very, very basic. Keep my mind off that. So that's going to be left for another day. I don't want to do an Ashley Arnold and overtrain and pull something, especially something that doesn't want pulling. So that's where we're heading next, and that's the path we came over here. Anything for hard work. Yeah, a bit of a beast that. Done it once, can't see us wanting to do it again. Top of Great Gable, 899 metres. So we can see all the way into Scotland, across to the Isle of Man. Went up Green Gable and then the scramble up the Great Gable, and then we came down that way. Got up and I got down, no bother at all. The second I hit the flat, I slipped and fell flat on my back. Unbelievable. Anybody fancy an overnight stay? So we've got a bit of a scramble up here, hands and feet, and this is a steep way coming up. That's where we come from. Derek's exact words to me: I'll show you the scenic route. I foolishly followed him, and how the hell we both got up there without breaking out next, I don't know. Well done, Derek, getting us up there. When the other group that took the alternative scramble, I think me and Derek took the scramble of doom, but I think at one point I was laying flat on my stomach and chest trying to find a hand and foothold. It was all moss, mud, wet rock, no footholds, but definitely an interesting way up. So interesting, I wouldn't want to do it again. Whenever you see me go off piste again, Claire, tell me and drag me back. Oh God, we've done the other two, so we're on the way down to the pub there now.
You better not have had a coffee, because I want a coffee.
Derek's drank it all. So highest one of the day, Fairfield, and this is what the conditions are like. Summit of High Race. Oh dear. Clag's really come in there now. No matter which way you look, all you can see is mist. Good God, what a day out. Well, I didn't think it was possible. The weather has got worse. You can't see a thing. But first summit of the day, Stony Cove Pike, 763 metres. Like I said before, this is serious hiking.
Alright, good fun though.
The conditions are terrible. Now that rock is lethal. Scrambling down this wet rock, and then we're coming down. And I remember saying that, I'm not down blaming him, nothing like that. I did say to her, I could have sworn it was like a straight walk. So I'll just check the map. We check the map, we'll come off course. But we're not letting it bother us, we're still enjoying the day.
Follow us, we know what we're doing.
No, whatever you do, don't follow us. Well, the good news is the conditions are getting better. We've been battered with wind, with rain. But at the end of the day, have we enjoyed it? Of course we have. Of course we have. Yeah, it's been a bit of a toughie for those people who say I only come out in good weather. Check this out. It's been like that all day. Feeling a bit tired, I must admit, which wasn't helped by my next door neighbour banging on my front door 2:30 this morning. I mean, fair enough, I was already up. I'd been practising my bagpipes, but I could have done without it, to be quite honest. Don't blame me, blame Tony Blackburn. For years and years, I have gone on and on about getting a Rab down jacket. I eventually get one, and I leave it at home. It's absolutely bloody Baltic. Having said that, I'm still in shorts, mind. To us northerners, this is tropical. We just stood here like two lemons, waiting to see if these bloody planes are going to come across again. It got to be 10 minutes ago, we've ditched all our gear. So if somebody comes to the summit there of Glimmering Shadows, they'll think it's Christmas. All the stuff that I've got packed in there in my bag.